Hey yo, what's up guys? Come back with me, Neko. Oke, kita lanjut lagi memainkan game Hogwarts Legacy. Sekarang memasuki part ke-6 ya, kita lanjutin dari yang kemarin. Kemarin cuma ya belajar-belajar doang lah ya, yaitu herbologi sama ngebuat potion atau ramuan. Nah, sekarang kita akan ke main quest lagi, yaitu kita akan bertemu dengan si Onai. Nah, ini dia. Oke, sekarang kita langsung mulai aja ya, kalau usah basa-basi. Kita ambilin dulu. Ini lumayan material. Nah, main questnya ini adalah tentang apa ya? Tentang the girl from Ungadu.
It is good to see you, my friend.
Oh, cheer, my friend.
Hello, Natty. How are you?
Let's say Onai.
I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
Oh, gitu. Si Natsayona ini kepo. Kenapa mereka mau ngejar kita gitu?
They want
kita kasih
something
tahu apa
that
nggak ya?
Professor
Kita
Fig
kasih
and
tahu
I
aja lah
found
ya.
at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage.
What on earth?
There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic.
Is that the magic you used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade?
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to absorb.
It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us. Which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matabeleland. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Oh, jadi si Rookwood ini musuh bersama jadinya dong. Oke.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their
berbahaya.
own, and the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right, but how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
Be on your guard.
Udah. Sekarang kita kemana nih?
Beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
Ada apa no? Wah, setelah terjadi keributan guys di sana. Mari kita lihat dulu. Dan juga itu main quest juga. Who you are? Oke, next nanti. Di sini ada side quest ya. Lalu kita ke sini.
They must have come this way. Think.
Ada apa nih ribut-ribut?
I've no idea who it is
Wah,
you
ada
think I
wizard.
might have seen.
Ada musuh.
I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi, speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be saying...
Enough out of you. Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
My God.
Stupid.
So. Sini. Bang. Tidak, gua bakal kasih lu sentuh tanah. Ya anjay. Tapi Dark Wizard-nya keren banget anjay. Stylish banget. Udah, cewek ya? Woi, the collection section of you filled with has been updated with enemy type. Gimana available to second me?
Get over here, you idiot!
Ah,
I'm not going anywhere.
You take it out of my dead body!
mati lu. Ah, bang, bang, bang. Wah. Shit. Gila.
What on
Easy.
earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
Lu nggak apa-apa.
You were right.
I am, thanks in no small part to your
Aku tak apa.
excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why two Ashwinders
puji
were
kita.
ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders.
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies, they seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
Who
You
is
mentioned
Priya?
someone named
Siapa
Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff, brilliant potioneer, has her own shop in Knockturn Alley. She's a travelling vendor. Hears what's going on in the Highlands before I do.
What the fuck? She say my wife? Maksudnya dia bilang istri dia. Kan dia cewek. Ya ampun. Lagi-lagi penyimpangan yang terselubung, guys. Aduh. Pertama si Shinora yang di bar itu ya, transgender. Sekarang ini lesbian. Dah, gue salah atau enggak ya? Nah, kalian
You're a
cek sendiri
researcher.
lah tuh.
Nora Treadwell at your service, historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and life.
Orang arkeologis tentang dan dia meliti kehidupan si Merlin.
I thought that Merlin and
Aku
the tales
pikir
about
Merlin
King
itu hanya
Arthur's
sebuah
court were a
mitos.
myth.
Mere myth. You're lucky Sir Cadogan didn't hear you. Chatters on endlessly about his connection to Merlin from his portrait at Hogwarts. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures.
These vine-covered pillars, dozens of them all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin. I believe he created them as a diversion for his fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet.
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writings. I had just arrived to test my theory when I was so rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center. That started me thinking, what if...
The Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols.
Precisely. Would you care to do the honors? We can see what comes of our little hypothesis. I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
Kita malu state from the trunk. Oh. Sekarang kita
trunk.
mau apa nih? Mau mecahin ini
even if you already have some.
tentang sejarah
I have the
Merlin.
Mallowsweet.
Lovely.
Jadi wanita
Now,
ini
notice the
dia itu
vines on
seorang
these pillars
ini
here,
arkeolog.
as well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the mallow sweet on the swirl, and we'll see what happens.
Oke. Kita kesini. Kayak simbol gitu.
Did you see that?
Oh, puzzle.
What should I do now?
This is
Sekarang apa?
uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Solve Merlin Trial. Dilihat di sini ada obor.
The flames make the pyre sink.
Janggut Merlin. Wah, ini ada banyak ya. Ada banyak obor, berarti kita nyalain satu-satu. Oke, beres. Wah.
How beautiful! What a day! I can hardly believe it.
Jadi ini peninggalannya Merlin kah? Merlin tuh penyihir ini ya? Penyihir agung. Tapi kalau kalian main FGO, Grand Order itu Merlinnya kan cowok. Emang cowok ya Merlin ya? Tapi Arthurnya cewek, padahal cowok.
I take it we can call that a success?
We can indeed. However, I now have even more questions. How does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really must be off. Such a pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now I've got what I needed, I shall return to the safety of my notes and books.
Quest complete, Trial of Merlin. Kok keren? Oke. Wish. Kok keren? Oke ya, kita sudah.
It's Eldritch Diggory. He used to be the Minister for Magic, I think.
Oke, sekarang kita dapat pesan dari Lenora, salah satu teman kelas kita yang berada di Hufflepuff. Speak to the portrait of Eldritch Diggory. Berarti kita balik ke rumah dong. Balik ke Hogwarts Kastil. Ini coba Hogwarts map. Lalu kita ke sini dan kita ke Hufflepuff Common Room. Quest apa yang menantikan? Quest apa yang selanjutnya nih? Kita harus berbicara ke foto ini. Yang bernama Eldritch Diggory.
You wanted to see me, sir?
Indeed. Allow me to introduce myself. So few students know who I am these days. Eldritch Diggory, former Minister for Magic and founder of the Aura recruitment program at your service. I believe you can help solve a decades-old murder.
Orang
thanks to that
kementerian
book you
dia.
found, and in particular, its missing pages.
How do you know about the book and the pages?
We portraits hear more than you might suspect, and most of us can keep a secret. So, what say you? Surely a Hufflepuff such as yourself would be inclined to help seek long overdue justice.
Justice? Sounds interesting.
I'll do whatever I can.
Okay.
Wonderful. I am pleased to have been right about you. My great niece, Helen Thistlewood, can provide you with details. She's retired now, but was a skilled aura in her day. And the unsolved murder of which I speak was her case. I often visit my portrait in her home, in the nearby hamlet of Upper Hogsfield. Shall I tell her to expect you?
Jadi kita akan bertemu dengan seorang mantan Auror. Nah, kita bakal memecahin sebuah kasus pembunuhan. Tapi kenapa kasus kayak gini ditanganin sama Hufflepuff? Padahal Hufflepuff itu kan ya intinya kelas yang paling damai gitu kan. Harusnya kan quest Gryffindor atau Slytherin. Apakah ini quest khusus? Kayaknya quest khusus deh. Nah, ntar gue lain kali main pakai kelas yang lain ya.
When were you the
Okay.
Minister for
When were
Magic?
you Minister?
Over 100 years ago, 1733 to 1747 to be precise. The stories I could tell you. Didn't have the chance to do all that I could. I was in the midst of reforming Azkaban when my life was cut short by dragon pox. I was sneezing sparks to the bitter end.
Sedih amat ya saya. Ini maksudnya gue bingung dah. Kayak potret gini tuh orang langsung atau cuma jiwanya doang gitu yang dipotret. Karena mereka bisa ngomong, karena mereka
Can you
bisa
tell me
ngasih
more
informasi.
about your
gitu.
great
Masih
niece?
bingung.
Cream of the crop when it comes to auras. A star pupil here, and then an exemplary servant to the ministry. And her spark hasn't diminished one bit in her retirement. She and I often chat about old cases and our glory days. No offense, but it's nice to get away from the students and converse with someone who's familiar with my legacy.
How could a few pages of a
How old
book
the
help her
professor?
solve an old case?
A boy disappeared with those pages, but they never found the body. A girl was convicted of his murder nonetheless. It seems those pages could exonerate her somehow. My great niece can tell you more.
I shall go and see her right away.
Brilliant.
Udahlah, langsung lah.
With what I suspect is your knack for hard work and her keen mind, both mysteries may be solved sooner than you think. I shall see you there soon, I hope.
Oke, sekarang kita akan berbicara dengan Helen Pistol. Tapi dia nyuruh kita untuk bertemu dengan niece, grand niece. Maksudnya ini apa ya? Niece itu cucu ah. Pokoknya bertemu dengan kerabatnya ya. Kita akan memecahkan kasus pembunuhan. Dan kayaknya pergi ke Azkaban nih kayaknya nih. Dari quest-questnya nih. Wih, seru nih. Let's go. Itu ada quest baru, set quest nongol lagi tuh. Jadi kayaknya setiap main quest kelar akan ada muncul set quest baru. Ada kata dong. Jauh banget. Anjir, jauh banget dulu dah. Ini mah world map sih. Aja gila aja konde, jauh banget. Shit. Ini gue jalan kaki di sini. Kita ngelautin ke sini, berarti travel ke sini.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
Oke, gue mau beli potion dulu deh. Ntar ya. Kita beli potion dulu. Takutnya gelut kan. Gue mau mati nggak ada darah ntar. Potion gue tinggal 3 soalnya. Mau bikin mager. Kita ke sini.
We have everything a young student might need when it comes to potions.
Punten.
Have a good look around.
Oh, beda. It is purple done. Drinks political product with a mod. Inilah.
A wise decision. Thank you. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Farewell. Nah, poten kan kita kan udah 6 sekarang. Lebih baik bersiap-siap ya kan. Takutnya ada
Revelio.
ya kemungkinan terburuk kita entet. Kita ambil ini dulu. Kita lanjut. Suara apa tuh? Kayak ke pasar malam ya di Oxford. Ini sepi kayaknya gara-gara ini ya, malam hari. Jadi orang jarang keluar. What the heck? Lah. Mainan batu. Kita belok sini. Sejauh banget guys. 400 meter. Jalan kaki. Tunggu. Ada kambing, ada domba.
I was only following orders. Leave your accusations in someone else's direction if you don't mind.
Musuh kah?
I won't rest.
Boom.
You only have Ranrock to
Combo
blame.
begitu guys.
Revelio.
Tidak tahu. Ada sesuatu kah di arahan gitu? Shit, nggak ada jalan sama sekali. Udah lanjut. Apaan ini? Tambang. Gede banget. Suara apa lagi tuh? Terima, jang, jauh kali. Ada musuh juga di sini nih. Banyak tuh.
Levioso. Accio. Incendio.
I will make you pay.
Boom. Gila, enak banget ya nambang begini ya. Tinggal pakai sihir. Ah, musuhnya ntar aja lah ya. Kita fokus main ke saja. Oke, dikit lagi nyampe. Wah, gila sih. Nuansa-nuansa dunia fantasinya berasa banget di sini. Oh, itu ada balon udara.
This must be the place Minister Diggory mentioned. Helen lives around here somewhere.
Banyak pula lagi set questnya di sini. Tapi kita ini dulu,
Not
nyari
sure
nomor
how I'd
dulu.
fare in a little place like this.
Udah masuk ke sini ya.
Here you are. I'm
Punten.
pleased to
Ah,
see
ini
you
dia
took my
orangnya.
advice.
Ntar kita ambil dulu nih. Note nih apa nih? Panjang banget, malas baca.
Revelio.
Kita looting dulu. Nah, ntar gue baca ini. Lore padat banget ini. Masih ada lagi lah. Ini kita ambil. Oke, lalu kita ngobrol sama Helen
Madam
Thistlewood.
Thistlewood. I met your great uncle in his portrait in my common room. He sent me to speak to you.
Oh,
I'm pleased you
ponakannya.
came. Uncle Eldridge believes the book
Ponakan
you
jauh.
found and its missing pages may be relevant to an unsolved case from my time as an aura.
Very well. I'm listening.
Decades ago, a student named Richard Jackdaw disappeared after going to meet a girl named Anne. They never found his body. When his headless ghost appeared briefly in Hogsmeade, wholly unaware of how he died, Anne was convicted of his murder and sent to Azkaban. It was in large part due to the testimony of a girl called Apollonia Black. Jealous of Anne, I think.
That sounds terrible, but I'm not sure how I can help.
Anne's alibi was somewhat labyrinthine.
She said Jackdaw promised her adventure following a map he found on some pages he'd stolen from Peeves.
And you think Peeves ripped those pages from the book I found in the restricted section?
If my great-uncle is to be believed, yes. At least that's what the portraits at Hogwarts suspect. Anne insisted that Jackdaw had asked her to follow the map with him, but only after she solved a series of puzzles he'd prepared. Odd way to woo a girl. She swears she never even solved the first puzzle, so they didn't meet. Jackdaw's ghost vanished almost as soon as he appeared. Without Jackdaw's puzzle, pages, or remains, Anne was sent to Azkaban based solely on Apollonia's spurious testimony.
I don't understand. What can I do to help?
I believe Anne may have solved the first puzzle by now, but after spending time in Azkaban, she's a shadow of her former self. She won't speak to anyone she doesn't trust, and she trusts no one. If you, a student with a connection to the pages, like Jackdaw had, spoke to Anne, she might reveal new information.
Oh, jadi ada kasus pembunuhan yang melibatkan seorang murid yang bernama Jackdaw. Nah, Jackdaw ini dekat sama wanita bernama Anne. Tapi Anne mirip sesuatu nggak sih? Kayaknya gue ingat sesuatu deh, tapi apa ya? Lupa ya. Pokoknya si Anne ini dia di penjara di Azkaban ya kan. Terus mungkin karena kita menemukan sebuah buku yang lembarannya kosong ya, terus kalau si kita ini MC kita ini berbicara sama Anne, mungkin dia akan mengeluarkan atau memberitahu informasi baru tentang si Jackdaw.
I've always wanted to see Azkaban.
Anything to see
Count
Azkaban?
me in.
I suppose it has a peculiar appeal to some, but it can be terribly disconcerting. Fortunately, being a retired Aura has its benefits. We can apparate right to her. I've escorted ministers, professors, and many others to that blasted place. Never a student, I'll admit, but I will keep you safe.
Berarti kita akan ke Azkaban dong. Oh my god. Sebenarnya oh iya kan si Jackdaw-nya, soalnya kan kalau di sini juga kan pasti muncul hantu ya kalau orang yang meninggal itu ya. Nah,
You
apa
said
yang terjadi
Jackdaw's ghost
sama
appeared
hantunya si
briefly
Jackdaw?
and then vanished. Where do you think he went?
I have no idea. Evidently, he was always a bit restless, going on and on about adventure. If I had to guess, he tired of Scotland and is somewhere on the other side of the globe by now.
I'd like to know more about Anne.
That poor soul never was the brightest girl, and that lack of wit proved to be her undoing.
I half suspect Jackdaw and Apollonia were merely toying with her. Who could have known he'd end up dead?
She's not held up well in Azkaban. In some ways, she blames me for not proving her innocence. I'd like to clear her name if we can.
Jadi si Anne ini orang yang nggak bersalah kah? Atau kayak mungkin kayak kasus gitulah yang nggak terpecahkan, terus mungkin karena dia dekat sama si Jackdaw ya, jadinya dia yang dipaksa
Can you
menjadi
tell me
pelaku.
more about Apollonia Black?
Wretched, vindictive girl, that one. Apollonia claimed that Anne threatened to kill the boy after he broke her heart. The Black family's power over certain people in the ministry, along with the fact that Anne is Muggle-born, sealed her fate.
Black, Apollonia Black. Nama belakangnya sama kayak Profesor Black, kepala sekolah yang sekarang. Jangan-jangan si Apollonia ini nih pelakunya.
Very well. Let's
Maybe?
go.
Steady
Aku siap
yourself.
untuk-
We'll apparate together. Don't worry, I've never splinched anyone.
Do take care now, and tread lightly in that horrible place.
We'll be there in but a moment.
Kita akan pergi ke Azkaban. The Mentor. Oh no.
Expecto Patrona!
Wow.
That ought to keep them at bay
Especto
for now. Though, be aware,
spell buat
you may
musir
feel a
Dementor
wave
itu.
of despair. It will pass.
Thank you for the warning.
This really is a dismal place, but we'll be out of here soon enough. Now follow me. This isn't a place for loitering.
Kita
I
akan
never thought I'd see the
mengikuti
inside of
Helen.
Azkaban for myself.
Nasty dementors. Not even I could convince the ministry to
Gila.
send them off. There's no need for such monsters.
Careful around, Anne. She's been here a lot longer than the rest of us.
Gila, nggak terpikirkan quest bahwasannya quest bakal pergi ke Azkaban, cu. Bener-bener mantap nih game. Rusia itu ini ya, suruh kutukan ya. Nggak ada apa-apa di sini. Buset. Ini orang-orang yang di penjara di sini nih yang telah melakukan pelanggaran yang sangat berat.
Is someone there?
No one at school's going to believe this.
Now remember, Anne has been here a long time. The Dementors aren't kind. Have patience and speak to her quietly and respectfully.
Are you Anne?
Berarti, oh iya.
Who speaks to me? Is that death finally come for me?
I'm a student from Hogwarts. I found the book that you said would exonerate you.
Ah, the book, the book. No one would look. None of the mages found the pages. Methinks the feckless knave meandered to his cave. My fate was surely sealed in Upper Hoggyfield.
Are you saying that the missing pages are in a cave near Upper Hogsfield?
Hogsfield, ruins house, a vault concealed.
A vault in some ruins near Upper Hogsfield? I suppose it can't hurt to look.
Can't hurt to look,
Reruntuhan
can't hurt
di
to
atas
look.
Hogsfield.
Go find the
Okay.
pages from your book. Helen, no, you're here. Come in closer, be a dear.
What is it, Anne?
Oh, what the fuck? Udah rusak tuh orang. Udah rusak cewek. Gara-gara Dementor kayak gitu.
You're
Jadi gila.
safe now. You have what you need. I'll be all right once I get.
Dulu. Si Helen malah
But Madam
terluka.
Thistlewood,
Lagian malah
Alright.
deketin sih.
I'll find it. I'll find Jackdaw's cave.
Oke, kita akan mencari gua Jackdaw. Tuh, temukan Jackdaw yang ditinggalkan oleh Anne. Oh, temukan apa yang Jackdaw tinggalkan untuk Anne. Ah, tuh. Oke, selalu tak sini. Oh shit, banyak musuh cuk.
This must be the place Anne told me about.
Dungeon.
No one's been here for
Pasti
ages.
tempat yang dikatakan nama Anne. Nah, tidak ada orang kesini. Sudah lama tidak. Sudah lama tidak ada orang yang kesini. Nah, itu apa ya?
Revelio.
Wow. Kaki lagi kah?
Revelio. Accio. You'll not outfox me, Jackdaw. Revelio. Accio.
satu ini. Jadi ini kunci ya?
You couldn't outwit me, Jackdaw.
Gembok kan.
Now, where's the clue you left behind? Incendio.
Kagak bisa dibakar.
Revelio.
Lah, bisa.
Accio.
Cool. Oke.
Revelio.
Lalu kesini. Wah, oh, nih ada sesuatu. What is this? Duit. Beres, kita masuk ke dalam. Kiri, kanan. Book. Potongan ini. My dearest Anne, well done, you solved my puzzle. I knew you were. Buat anakku tersayang, kerja bagus. Kamu memecahkan teka-tekiku. Aku tahu kamu adalah jiwa yang kaidret apa ya? Semangat, pintar.
A note from Jackdaw.
Oh, ini baru permulaan itu ya.
So how did he die? Was she to blame at all?
Oke. Lalu kita keluar lagi.
I should investigate.
Nah, kita harus menginvestigasi lagi.
Could it be? Someone solved my puzzle after all these years. Well done indeed. Richard Jackdaw, at your service.
The Richard Jackdaw. I heard you disappeared years ago. You have some explaining to do.
I do? That was my puzzle you solved. What are you doing here?
A retired aura, Helen Thistlewood, told me about a map you stole from Peeves, and then Anne told me about a cave.
You saw Anne? Broke my heart. I had to go on without her. Probably best of her in the end. Dare I ask? How is she?
Bagaimana dia? Gue pengen berkata
She was
jasi,
imprisoned in Azkaban for your
tidak baik
murder.
kondisinya.
I fear the Dementors have taken an irreversible toll on her.
What? Azkaban? Oh, poor Anne. I had no idea. I thought she'd written me off. I've been travelling the world for years to mend my broken heart. I came back here only recently. On a whim. I must speak to the aura you mentioned and see how I can help Anne.
I'm glad to hear it. Before you go, would I still be able to find the pages with the map Helen mentioned?
I'm almost certain I dropped them in the cave the moment I was beheaded. They're bound to be mouldering away with the rest of me. Tell you what, meet me at the edge of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll show you precisely where to find them.
Okay. How did you use it? Is this Apollonia for? Oh, nah, yeah.
Helen mentioned Apollonia Black.
Apakah ini sekalian si
She
Apollonia?
set up Anne to take the fall.
Have you never met any members of the Black family? They can be rather vindictive. Once Anne showed an interest in me, Apollonia couldn't let it alone. That her own heart had grown cold simply didn't matter.
Oh, si Apollonia ini Sundere rupanya. Bukan Sundere, Yandere. Pokoknya dia tidak ingin apa sih? Tidak ingin cowoknya
How
direbut
is it possible to steal from Peeves? A poltergeist.
I didn't steal the pages from his ghostly form. I merely found them in his wake of destruction. He has a penchant for wrecking things. Books, bottles, suits of armor. Whatever's likely to cause the most chaos. Found them on the floor outside the library where he discarded them. Not my luckiest find, all things considered.
If you don't mind me asking,
Terus bagaimana
how
mati?
did you lose your head?
I was having a look about when I suddenly sensed a refreshing breeze. After which I felt, well, lightheaded. That's all I remember. Hence, if you do find yourself in a cave, be prepared. I can't tell you what for specifically, but you seem a perceptive sort. Beware a light breeze.
Thank you. I need to find those
Thank
pages
you.
to help a friend.
I shall see you there.
These rocks
Dia
have
akan
some
menemui
days.
kita di gua dimana dia jatuh ya. Terus kemana lagi? Oke, sekarang kita meet Richard Jackdaw at Forbidden Forest. Oke, sekarang kita pergi ke hutan. Forbidden tuh apa ya? Terlarang ya? Ini Forbidden Forest. Jauh nggak ya? Gimana sih? Jauh banget ini kayaknya nih. Alasia boy, ada musuh.
In future, perhaps best not.
Kapal 20 lagi.
You're a slippery little.
Incendio.
Sa.
Accio. Incendio.
Phew. Selamat. Buset. 400 meter. Dang boy. Hutan terlarang. Yang kalau kita masukin tuh yang Harry Potter remaja, yang ketemu Dementor sama ini Voldemort.
Levioso.
Shit. Tarik. Wah, bahaya ini mah, Ada centaur pula. Wah, ramai kali. Tarik. Lari. Untung di sini nggak ada stamina ya. Kalau ada stamina tewas gua. Gila. Musuhmu lebih tinggi dari level sekarang. Shit lah.
Accio. Incendio.
Run. Wah, mampus lu. Ngeri.
You're the little sod that saved Treadwell. Slippery little.
No. Run. Dia bilang kalau questnya berbahaya ini. Bodoh amat. Aku tidak peduli. Tidak peduli. Dari. Ini hutan apa cowok? Namanya juga Forbidden Forest. Bener-bener Forbidden lagi. Centaur nggak nyerang ya? Syukurlah. Ngeri pula. Run down.
Handy resource indeed.
Kita lari. Oh, no apa no tadi no hitam gerak no. Buset, hutan apa sih ini anjir? Aduh, blok. Oh.
Revelio.
Akhirnya sampai juga.
Here I am, as
Hampir
good as
tewas
my
yo.
word.
Untung bawa Poption. Ini si Jackdaw nih.
We meet again, Richard Jackdaw.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see you. It would take the patience of a Hufflepuff to track down these pages.
Well said. Now where do we go from here?
Follow me. I shall lead you as far as I can, but I fear I may remain a tad reluctant to revisit the scene of my demise. Keep your eyes open for a bird bath. When you find it, say intramuros. I think it's Latin. Or Greek. As you can imagine, I never paid much attention in school. Shall we?
Let's go. Oh, Jack
Aside
Daw.
from the
Kita
bird
ikutin Jack Daw.
bath, anything else I should look for?
Indeed. A few landmarks, a stone bridge, a waterfall, and, if I recall, a lake. You'll see.
You've been very helpful. Thank you.
Surprising how much of this is
Head
rather
good.
unfortunately coming back to me. Yes. You know, the closer we get, the more I'm remembering. Probably best I leave you to it. Simply stick to the path and keep a sharp eye out for that bird bath. Adieu. Is that Latin? Or Greek?
Sialan. Kusuruk solo sendiri.
Nothing to do now but keep going.
Ayolah, kita lewat jalan sini. Nah, tidak ada yang aneh sekarang, tapi terus maju. What the heck is this? Danger over there. Wah,
The waterfall.
bener
For a
hutan
thief,
berbahaya.
Jackdaw's surprisingly as good as his word.
Sini. Berarti bener nih guys, ini quest khusus cuma buat Alphabet doang ini. Dan kalau situ ada tanda hewan yang berbahaya.
Something oddly solemn about this place. Such regal creatures, stags.
Ini mirip-mirip ini gak sih? Yang ya biar di Harry Potter juga tetap. Yang pas Dementor datang rame-rame tuh yang nyerang si Harry. Terus si Harry gunain Patronus itu. Yang muncul
There it
ini
is.
Patronus
Just as
berbentuk
Jackdaw
rusa.
described.
Oh, ini dia tempatnya nih. Apa yang dideskripsikan si
Revelio.
Jack Daw.
Intramuros.
Ah, ini dia. Intramuros. Wah. Itu rahasia, my man.
Aren't you a
masa gua
little
di-
far from home?
Ranrock knew you'd eventually lead us to whatever it is you're hiding.
You will suffer.
Ah,
Take a while to drag this out longer than necessary.
makan tuh bebek.
I risk those loyalists will report back to Ranrock now. Let's see where Jackdaw has led me.
Oh, kuburannya si Jack Daw. Mana ini mengarah nih?
I wonder how big this place is.
Bujuk buset gede juga nih tempat.
Revelio. These rooms must have
Apa
something
lagi
to
nih?
do with opening this
Puzzle.
door.
Tapi tandanya sama kayak ini ya, port key ini. Nah, berarti apakah ini tempat ancient magic? Ah, oke. Ah,
Impressive. That must be where all this leads.
shh. Gila,
Someone didn't want casual visitors down here.
Pantes. Ini sih worth it kalau harganya segini
I
juga.
wonder if any of my spells will play through this.
Biar laba-laba mengganggu. Kita bakar. Shoot.
Leviosa. Stupid. Accio. Incendio. Stupid.
Kelemahannya api.
Leviosa. Accio. Incendio.
Bakar. Gila ya, potion gue cuma 2 coy. Oh shit.
I'm not gonna touch those.
Buat musuh di sini.
Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Potato. Stupid.
Ame amat.
Leviosa. Accio. Incendio. Leviosa. Accio. Incendio.
Susah juga ya. Oke, kita dapat ini. Kita pakai aja langsung. Lumayan nambah-nambah defense. Dapat ini ya tadi. Ini. Udah legendary. Mantap. Oke. Wah, aku udah banyak explore di sini. Fuck you mulu sih. Arahnya ke sana. What the hell is this?
That platform ought to be able to float straight to me. That's odd. I'd have thought Jackal would have been interested in this loot, but there's no sign of him. Accio!
Sweet.
Not a headless skeleton in sight. But I may as well.
Nice. Kita pakai dulu lagi aja. Wish. Makin cakep gila. Turun. Banyak sekali musuhnya.
Accio. Incendio. Stupid. Stupid. Accio. Incendio. Another puzzle. Well, if Jackdaw could solve this, so can I. Revelio. Incendio.
What? What the heck?
Perhaps the next thing.
Ada 3.
Expelliarmus!
Buka dia.
Remarkable.
Oke, kita ke sana ya. Tapi jalannya ke sini. Ih. Lu kalau yang geli sama bala-bala laba-laba merinding ini. Jalannya ke sana, ke sini kah? Kita explore dulu, guys.
I'm glad Richard Jackdaw left a little something behind for me, but where could he be?
Sudah.
Revelio.
Nggak ada jalan.
It's a good thing Jackdaw didn't fall down there.
Shit. Aduh, oke guys. Kayaknya cukup sampai di sini dulu dah. Udah sejam ini. Ya, terima kasih semuanya. Kita bakal lanjut lagi nanti. Oke. Jangan lupa like video, jangan lupa subscribe channel gue agar makin terus berkembang. See you next time. Bye bye. Lanjut nanti. Seru nih.